So lately I've been working on getting a bigger shoulder turn so I can make a longer and wider arc, leading to more club head speed. But I've run into a roadblock, one that I bet you have also probably encountered if you've ever tried to work on this too. So I figured it out, kind of this little secret that helps you break through and be able to really maximize your shoulder turn. I think from that you'll be able to get more club head speed, hit it down the fairway farther. So if you want to know the secret, stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I continue my journey to hit it longer and straighter, both off the tee and all the way down the fairway to the green. If you'd like to pick up a few more yards this season and maybe hit a couple more fairways, by all means join me. Hit the subscribe button and support the channel by hitting the like button and leaving a comment. Okay, so looking at that swing I made in the intro in slow motion, it's a pretty healthy shoulder turn, especially considering I'm 51 years old. It's not too bad to get 110 degrees plus of a shoulder turn and get the club past parallel even. It's a great way to hit the ball a long way. But you'll notice something I even have to still keep improving on, and that is in the mobility and flexibility of my neck, my ability to keep the head still so I can see the ball while winding up this big. We have to have pretty good mobility in the neck, turning from side to side. What my mentor Mike Austin used to tell us was normal range of motion for the turning side to side of the neck is about 70 or 80 degrees. So let's call it 80 degrees, because I want you to be able to push for that on both sides. About 80 degrees is really good, healthy mobility side to side in the neck. Now, when you add to that another 20 to 30 degrees, that you can actually pull your scapula, the wings back here, those bones, but you can actually pull them away from the spine this way by using the muscles right in here. And that can add another 20 to 30 degrees effectively of shoulder turn, giving you a total of 100 to 110 degrees without having to compromise the head position too much. But of course, this is given that you've got full range of motion at all the joints. All right, so let me show you 3 general neck flexibility exercises that you should be doing every day, maybe even twice a day, morning and night, if your goal is really to lengthen out your backswing and start hitting the ball more powerfully. So first of all, I like to do just the rotation. So I might even put, if I'm going to go left, I might even anchor this shoulder by putting my arm behind me and just try to turn as far as I can. This direction, I don't think it's very healthy if you were to try to push on the neck. I'm going to try to hold that for at least 10 seconds. And then again, anchor this arm and turn to the right. A second great exercise is take your left hand, again, anchor the shoulder by putting your arm behind your back. And you're going to pull in the direction of your armpit. I'd keep it really gentle on the pulls, and I wouldn't pull downwards, I'd pull more outwards away. So something like this. You're trying to look down into your armpit and just giving a little bit of extra assistance with the hand and fingers. Again, pulling outwards, not downwards. Then you would do the left side as well. Kind of look towards your armpit and just give a little bit of extra. You can feel it right in the neck down into the shoulder blade in that muscle. To side, again here. Contract the muscles in this side of the neck. Try to touch the ear to the shoulder. And then you can reach up to the ear and just give yourself a little bit of assistance. Always err on the side of caution when adding assistance to stretching the neck. Most experts will tell you that it can be a little iffy if you add assistance. I like doing it because I just like getting the extra stretch, but be very careful. So here, first I'm going to contract to the side, I'm contracting and stretching, and then I'm just going to add a couple pounds more. I don't try to pull down, I'm actually trying to pull out. Trying to pull this part of the muscle away from this part of the muscle. So you don't have to crick your neck, okay? So about 10 seconds of those. All right, let's do one more advanced exercise. It's kind of a repeat of the last one we did, but with my tool, the Power Coil Pro. If you don't have one of these, I really recommend that you grab one from my website, because they're so effective at helping you lengthen and widen the width of your arc, the length of your backswing. I'm just going to hook it to the pole right here. And I've got it on the advanced John Daly setting. I'm going to walk out about 5 steps. Now what you're going to see first, watch this, I'm going to do a regular two-handed version. You see you've got really nice healthy shoulder turn. Now I can do it a second way to help with neck mobility by doing a repeat of the same exercise I just did, just with one arm now, as I'm kind of going to hold the chin in place by kind of holding on to the side of my cheek here. And that's a really good stretch. So I'm simply, instead of trying to force my neck to the left, I'm simply trying to hold it in place and allow the rest of my body to kind of wind up around it. So I know exactly how far I can go before my head position starts to become compromised. Now it's okay, you know, if you look at a picture of like Jack Nicklaus at the top of the swing, his head was turned to the right a bit. He just had kind of normal neck mobility. So he could turn about 100 degrees or so, and he still had to go maybe 20 degrees, but he could still see it out of his left eye pretty clearly. Now you get somebody who's superly hypermobile, like check out the picture of Dustin Johnson here at the top of the swing. He's going like 120 degrees shoulder turn, but he's not even having to turn his head as much to the right in order to accommodate that. So he must have just incredible amount of mobility. I'm going to guess 90 to 100 degrees of side to side neck turn, which I don't think everybody has. But whatever you do have, what's innate to you, I think you can improve on that. So I think what you'd be doing is you'd be looking to work on it every day until you can maybe gain about 10 degrees of mobility turning, especially to the left, but both ways, of course. But the way left, if you're a right-handed golfer, is going to enable you to keep a more steady head position to go along with your bigger shoulder turn, wider arc. So if you do these exercises just once in a while, it's not really going to help to create a permanent effect. What you really got to do is a couple times a day, multiple sets, and the longer you can hold the stretches, the better. So 30 seconds is really an optimal amount of time to hold a stretch. That way when you go back and do it again tomorrow, you can actually take it a little bit farther and farther and progress rather than just keep loosening up to the same spot. All right, let's see if I can hit one. I'm going to try to make a reasonably big shoulder turn, but still be able to keep my eyes on the ball so that I don't have too much neck rotation. All right, so looking back at that slow-mo replay, that appears to be about as far as I can turn my shoulders. That was about 100 degrees without starting to seriously compromise my side of the ball. I can go further, but my consistency in striking the sweet spot is going to drop. So I've got to keep working, especially because my left side just seems to be so much tighter than my right for some reason. So I'm going to really in the future the coming weeks and months, I'm really going to work on this, try to get to the end of normal range of mobility and all the facets, all the directions my neck can move. And I think you should too. All right, so thanks for watching. I'm Steve. Check out my website, hititlonger.com. And if I don't see you in the next video, which I hope you do, I hope I do, I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.